Hello! Welcome to the next Bookoplathon vlog. I reckon this will be the last Bookoplathon vlog. The plan was to separate Bookoplathon into 3 vlogs, and this is the start of the 3rd. So welcome to the 3rd and final Bookoplathon vlog. Hope you have enjoyed the last 2. My reading month seems to be going pretty well. I've done 8 rolls for Bookoplathon so far, so we are kicking off this vlog with roll number 9. I haven't done it yet, we're going to do that in a second. I have plans for things I would like to read. Whether the board allows me is a different matter, but so far it's been 4 rolls per vlog. If I can get another 4 done in this one, that would be fantastic. But yeah, welcome to the vlog. Hope you're having a good day. Hope the month has treated you well, because you will be seeing this at the end of the month. So, hope Bookoplathon was good for you. Let's kick off with a roll. This is going to be roll number 9, as I say. I'm excited to see what I'm going to read. Fingers crossed it's something I would really like to read. Jade Legacy, I'm looking at you. But yeah, let's do the roll. Hello my friends, here we are at the board once again. My last roll had me land on published or set 1999 or before. So let's see. Let's twizzle that around so it's on there properly. Yeah. Let's see what I have coming up this time. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Favourite genre? That is 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 8. Perfect. Favourite genre. Oh my god. Do we even need to think about it? No. Haha, baby. Honestly, I thought if favourite genre came up, I would go for either Day of Fallen Night or Daughter of Redwinter, because they're the ones I've been really eager to read. But after finishing Jade War, all I want to do is read Jade Legacy. Didn't see September being the month of me finishing the Greenbone saga. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm so excited. Oh yes. Let's go and get started. have to forgive the full egg appearance today. Full boiled egg. Hello. It's the last day of September. Don't ask. Don't ask what happened to this vlog. Literally, you had a roll. There was, I'm pretty sure, some B-roll of me, like, starting the book. And that might have been, like, all you got. I don't know. But I finished the book about half an hour ago. What time is it now? It's 10 o'clock on Friday the 30th. So Bookoplathon is nearly over. I have just finished Jade Legacy. I also clearly now have the paperback, thanks to Beth. Thanks, Beth. I appreciate it. So I didn't have to read my fancy, you can't even see it in there. Didn't have to read my fancy hardback. So now I've got them all in the standard paperback and their fancy hardbacks. So thank you very much, Beth, for that. I appreciate it. And then so floppy. Anyway, I finished it. I didn't update at all whilst reading this, but I feel like, before we get into the book, this week has been a weird one. I'm in the process of leaving my job, so my work week was a bit weird. My boss is also leaving, or has now left, so I had his leaving due this week. Things are just all a little bit up in the air at the minute. So I feel like it's been a weird week, and I've been kind of a bit all over the place. However, between all of that, I have been reading this. However, I did read most of it yesterday and today. And I haven't updated this. But here I am, and I'm going to try and talk you through my thoughts and feelings whilst reading this. Started out strong. Obviously, I had just read Jade War. I was very eager to read Jade Legacy. Bookoplathon allowed me to do so. So we started out strong. I was very much into it. It had been built up quite a lot, this book. Like, there was a lot of hype. A lot of people saying, like, you're gonna need tissues, you're gonna cry, get some ice cream, prepare to bawl your eyes out, it's gonna destroy you, blah blah blah. I was anticipating that being the case. I was fully anticipating that happening. So I felt like for a lot of this book, I was like waiting for that to happen. And I was like, 200 pages in, I was like, I'm enjoying it. I like political fantasy, so I'm enjoying it. But I'm not like hooked. There hasn't been any like, oh my god, sort of moments that have like sunk their talons into me. And I was waiting for that. And I was assured, like, oh, just keep reading. It'll happen. Then I got to like page 350 and I was like, I'm sure people said that after page 300 is where I'd be like unable to put it down, and I was still waiting. And I was still waiting. And I was still waiting until I got to about page 600. At page 600 is when I was then like, okay, we are all in now. We are going for it. And there was only 100 pages left, because this is only like 710 pages or something. 713. It's only 713 pages. So for like 100 pages, I was like, yes, all in, let's go. So I felt like I was waiting for a long time for that. And then the crying thing, the it will break you, the emotional parts. There was, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll try and be vague. There was an emotional part in this a little bit earlier on, maybe like midway through, like towards the end of the second third of the book maybe. There was an emotional thing that happened that I feel like should have impacted me so much more, but I didn't find myself connected enough at that point for it to have an impact. And then there is the emotional thing that happens at the end. And I tell you no word of a lie, I had 2 tears. One from this eye, one from this eye, and that was it. So it did, technically, make me cry. But it was 2 tears. A single tear from each eye. And I just feel like it doesn't count, you know? I don't know, you tell me if that counts. It must count because it was physical tears. But I expected it to destroy me. I was expecting ugly crying, snotty nose, blubbering. And I just feel like Jade Legacy had been built up in my mind to be like, oh, this book is the best one from the trilogy. This book is like the book of all books. Like, it's gonna destroy you. It's the best one. Be prepared for it. Like, it was put on such a high pedestal that I feel like I constantly was expecting something so much more from this one than I got from this one. Like, I was always waiting for it to pack a punch and hurt me. And it just didn't. So I feel like I have a very unpopular opinion in that Jade War is my favourite of the trilogy. Middle book, who'da thunk it? But Jade War had so many moments in it where I was like, and then I was completely hooked in. Its talons were in me, I wasn't putting it down. I just didn't have that with this, despite the fact that I did read so much of it over the last 2 days. That was much more down to time constraints than wanting to. So I'm a little bit disappointed. That being said, I still thoroughly enjoyed it. I like a political fantasy. I don't necessarily need a book to pack all those punches and make me cry and destroy my soul for me to enjoy it. I like a political fantasy. I enjoyed it. It probably would get like a 4-star from me, whereas the first 2 got 5. Maybe like a 4.5. It did leave me feeling a little bit like, oh, like for a final book in a trilogy, I kind of expected a bit more. But I still thoroughly enjoyed it, and I don't think it's detracted from the trilogy. It's probably more a me issue than a book issue, but that's just how I feel. Jade War was fucking fantastic though, and if you haven't read the Jade trilogy, the Greenbone Saga, that's what it's called, I would still thoroughly recommend it, like, wholeheartedly pick it up. If you like a political fantasy, if you like politics in any capacity in your fantasy, I recommend. But also, like, violence, action, obviously it's all about these clans. I can't remember how they describe it for the first book. It's like gangster films or something. Epic drama reminiscent of the best classic Hong Kong gangster films. That is very much it. It's like gangster crime movie vibes. So I would still recommend it completely. Don't let my slight disappointment put you off. Maybe I just have an absolute heart of stone. But 2 tears. So it did still get me. I don't know why I'm putting my bookmark back in it, but that's my last read for Bookoplathon. So this can go in a pot until the next Bookoplathon. It's so pretty though, it's such a nice bookmark. I really like it. And you need to somehow slit in there. Doesn't quite fit. I'll tackle that separately. But that does mean, sadly, that this vlog only has 1 book, because I'm not doing another roll with 2 hours left of the readathon. Not happening. So 1 book for this vlog, but as I say, this week's been kind of a bizarre one. Next week is my final week in my current job, so I can imagine it's also going to be a little bit strange. And then I've got a week off before starting the new one. But I just feel like October as a month is going to be very woo. That's the end of Bookoplathon. That's not what this readathon's called. The end of Bookoplathon for me. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. I always enjoy rolling as I go, and it makes me think I should do something more like this with the rest of my reading, because it really does inspire me to read more, because I'm eager to find out what I'm reading next. So I might try and implement something in my reading somehow to keep that drive. But yeah, I've had a great reading month. Didn't plan for September to be the month that I finished the Greenbone Saga, but that's what's happened. So thank you, Bookoplathon, for letting that happen. I've thoroughly enjoyed. I hope you've had a good reading month. I hope you successfully completed your Bookoplathon TBR if you were participating in Bookoplathon. With all that being said, I reckon I should wrap this up. So it's probably been a really short vlog with just the one book. Maybe not even worth watching, but I appreciate it if you have. So thanks for that. For consistency's sake, I am gonna upload this. You are gonna upload this, Jade. But yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out with me, hope you had a good time, and I guess I shall see you in whatever comes next. Bye!